Sean, Mickey, Jedward, what do you think the nation have been talking about?
OK, everyone's talking about loads of cool things.
Everyone's always talking.
There's always girls always gossiping about, like, stuff. So what do you think, John?
OK.
What are people talking about?
Whoop, whoop. Sean.
The Beckhams had a baby, another baby.
The Beckhams, yeah, had a little...
Come on, Victoria Beckham had a baby.
Like, think about, OK, she has a baby, OK, and she looks so, like, she's so thin. And then
I know, she looked
baby...
a little bit like a snake that had swallowed something.
No, I think she looks really, really well. I think Victoria Beckham, if you're watching this, which you obviously are, good job.
On the airplane, on the...
Do you know how babies are made?
I don't know. I think it's about, like, there's like an eagle that...
You missed that class in school.
You missed a lot of classes.
Yeah.
Although your school was different, it was mainly potato painting. Let's get back to the Victoria Beckham.
It's a caesarean, wasn't it?
Yeah,
she had a caesarean, which is typical Spice Girl. They always miming, aren't they?
She's had 4 caesareans.
Yeah, she
Might as well just put a hinge.
There are very few things more boring than going to see someone's baby, though, isn't it? You know, when they say, oh, you've got to come out and see the baby, you think, oh, for f***. You go, yeah, it is one. You're all right. Yeah. Well done, you had a bunk up.
But it's the name. The names are very strange.
What do
one.
they
Don't
call
you
it?
think it's just a really weird thing? To call
7.
you... Yeah.
Harper 7. Sounds like a robot butler. The news was suddenly full of sort of little stories saying, what does it mean? Like it's a competition and we're going to win a sort of golden rabbit that's been buried in a forest if we work it out. But if it's a contest that the Beckhams are setting, I don't think the clues are going to be very difficult. Wasn't the name 7 chosen? I thought it was chosen from the number 7 being on his shirt. So, I mean, if he was naming it after something on its shirt, it's lucky it wasn't called Beckham.
How did you come up with your name?
Jedward.
You didn't come up with your name, did you?
We didn't,
The
okay,
Sun
everyone's
came
are
up with your
calling
name,
us
didn't they?
it.
The Sun came
No,
up
our
with you.
fans came up with our name.
News of the world came up with it.
You're not in Home Alone, stop doing that.
No, okay, it's John and Edward, and they both come together. You didn't know.
Okay, as you guys know, okay, we met Barack Obama, okay, and he was like... Yeah.
You're joking.
His hand shook Barack Obama's hand.
Yeah, like,
if anyone wants to touch it, you can.
Just out of his, why did you meet him?
We met the biggest world leader in the world, okay, and he was like, so what is Jedward? And we told him that it's John and Ed and you put together and then makes Jedward.
But why, was he lost or something? How did this happen?
Yeah.
Barack Obama opened the wrong door and get lost. What's going on there? And he switched the light on, and you two are there. How did it happen?
You told him the Jedward story and he didn't go back to America and say, from now on I am Obama.
All the biggest people in Ireland were there. Daniel Day-Lewis was there, Gabriel Byrne was there, we were there. He skipped everyone, walked straight to us, and Michelle Obama was there also.
Bono wasn't there.
Yeah, he was too
He
cool.
was on tour.
Bono was probably in your dressing room going... Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
That's not going to change anything. You'll be surprised to find that my memory is not wiped out by that. Yours maybe. But do they not hit kids in Ireland?
Let's have a look and see whether the Beckham baby is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, Victoria Beckham has had her baby. Doctors offered Victoria gas and air, but she said she wasn't that hungry. John, Charlie, Lorraine, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
We think the obvious one is phone hacking.
The phone hacking scandal, yeah.
It was the last news of the world last Sunday,
Yep.
and they ended with the words, paedophiles will now sleep easily in their beds. Slightly overplaying their role and encouraging the most lazy police work ever on Monday. Just knocking on people's doors. I just wondered how you slept last night. Like a log, you filthy pedo scum.
It was, I mean, it was very sort of self-congratulatory, the final issue of the News of the World. Did you read it?
I had to buy it. I was reviewing it for a paper, and I had to get up early. I went at 7:30 a.m. to a newsagent's, and there was a really weird atmosphere in there where no one was looking each other in the eye, like we'd all stumbled across the corpse of a dead bear in the forest, and we were all queuing up to have sex with it.
Oh, you know that feeling.
Yeah. Had little farewell messages from readers dotted throughout it, saying things like, "Oh, I'll miss mine. It was a part of my ritual. On a Sunday afternoon, I'd eat my roast, and then I'd sit there and soak up all the hate, judge all these famous women I didn't know and find them lacking, rifle through the voicemails of the bereaved. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have to desecrate graves of a Sunday." It was a really, really weird publication to read.
I think what's really interesting about this is Rupert Murdoch really hasn't got the message at all. He thinks by making these gestures like closing the News of the World and pulling out the B-Sky B bid, it's going to calm everything down. And he hasn't got the message. It's not the News of the World or News International that's toxic. It's him. People hate him. And they want him to piss off. They do. Everyone's sick of him.
It's like the moment... There's been a really weird atmosphere that everyone can suddenly talk about Murdoch, and it's like when an arsehole leaves the room. What an arsehole. And he's all got... Rupert Murdoch's gone physically withered all of a sudden. I don't know if you've noticed he looks 100 years old all of a sudden.
He's gone very Mr. Burns this week.
He's like a Doctor Who monster, that they've discovered one of these sort of soul-harvesting portals and destroyed it, and he's losing energy.
What if my phone's been hacked?
Yeah, like, we never get really phone messages.
I imagine the bloke who hacked into your phone is now in an institution.
Hello, Tom, it's Edward. No, hang on, I'm next to you, I'll ask you.
What, sorry?
We only have one phone.
We share one phone.
So it'd be like us, but...
And we had, like, other phones, but
keep
then...
losing them.
Someone's told you it's a phone.
It's a conch.
It's a bar of fruit and nut. Their manager stands
It's a mobile. It's your... Sorry. Hang on a second, Sean. I think you
make
probably
sound
do
effects.
have... Guys, you've got a mobile, but it's above the bed, isn't it? Mm-hmm.